Good day, Oceans. Today, we will be discussing products we all use daily but rarely think about in detail: detergents, vinegar, and deodorants. We'll explore what's inside them, how they work, their safety, quality, potential risk, and what influence their costs. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of what you're really using in your daily life. Let's start with the detergents. What are they made of? Detergents contain surfactants to remove dirt, alkalis, and builders to soften water and break down stains. There are also enzymes for tough stains and additives like fragrance, brighteners, and preservatives to enhance cleaning and user experience. Water also acts as the main solvent. Safety is a top priority in detergents formulation. Properly formulated detergents are designed to minimize skin irritation. Eco-friendly options use biodegradable, plant-based ingredients to reduce health and environmental risks. Packaging is engineered to prevent accidental exposure to hazardous substances. Next is quality. Quality control includes testing in pH, viscosity, enzyme activity, and appearance to ensure performance. The shelf life is typically around 12 months if it is stored properly below 25 degrees Celsius away from sunlight. Not all ingredients are harmless, just like sodium lauryl sulfate or SLS, which can irritate the skin. Phosphates now often banned and phased out because it causes ecological harm, leading to bans in many places. Alkali salt, synthetic fragrance, and preservatives. There are also risks of using detergents, such as skin irritation or allergic reaction from the harsh surfactants and additives. Environmental pollution and improper use or ingestion can be toxic. Finally, let's talk about the cost. Costs vary depending on the ingredient quality, eco-friendliness, and the brand. Eco-friendly detergents may cost more due to the plant-based and biodegradable components. In summary, detergents are a complex products designed for effective cleaning and balancing safety, quality, and environmental impact. By understanding the components and risks, you can make more informed choices for your household and planet.
Now let's talk about the vinegar, the components, safety, quality, harmful ingredients, the risk, and the cost. Let's start by the components. So the vinegar, it contains 4 to 7% acetic acid, the main active ingredient. Acetic acid helps break down grease, dissolve mineral deposits, and remove soap scum. Acts as a natural disinfectant, killing some bacteria and mold. In daily uses, it balances the scalp pH and helps reduce the dandruff. For safety, let us vinegar with bleach. This creates toxic chlorine gas. It is harmful to health. Always dilute the vinegar before using on skin or surface to avoid irritation or damage. Avoid using on delicate materials like the marble, granite, or natural stones, as the acid can erode the surface. And lastly, keep out of reach children and use in well ventilated areas to reduce fume exposure. Next, we have the quality. High quality vinegar is usually clear, especially the white vinegar, and often comes in glass bottles. Choose the products that are naturally fermented, like the apple cider vinegar, for better flavor and health benefits. Check the labels for no artificial colors or synthetic additives, especially for food or personal care use. Next is the harmful ingredients. Industrial strength vinegar, or 20% acetic acid or more, is too strong for home use, and it can cause burns or eye damage. Some low-grade vinegars may include synthetic chemicals or dyes, which are unsuitable for consumption or topical use. Again, the vinegar mixed with chlorine forms toxic gases. It's extremely dangerous when inhaled. The risk of use. Using undiluted vinegar on the skin or scalp may cause dryness, stinging, or allergic reactions. Overuse on certain surfaces can lead to fading, etching, and damage. Strong vinegar fumes may cause coughing, eye irritation, or dizziness in poorly ventilated spaces. And let's talk about the cause. Lo, cut, cut to ha. Now let's talk about the cause. The vinegar is a low-cost, eco-friendly alternative to many chemical products. A 500 ml bottle of white vinegar typically costs around 20 to 40 pesos depending on the brand and store. And lastly, even organic or naturally fermented types, it remains affordable compared to commercial cleaners or beauty products. So, in summary, the vinegar is a versatile, low cost, and effective product, but it should be used with caution, especially when mixing or applying directly, whether it's in the kitchen, the bathroom, or your beauty routine. So the vinegar proves that sometimes the simplest products do the most. And now let's talk about the deodorant.
All right, thank you, Bianca. Now, for the third segment, we will be tackling about deodorant. So, without further ado, let us talk about the components of deodorant. Of deodorant. So, first and foremost, fragrances. Deodorants provide pleasant scent just like essential oils and synthetic perfumes. Where an example of this will be the Nivea Pro and Beauty deodorant, which uses a floral scent. Next, the second component is antibacterial agents, where, as we all know, deodorants prevent odor by killing bacteria, which is which they can do by having the said ingredients like triclosan or alcohol. Next, the third component is moisturizers. So, deodorants prevent skin dryness by having the ingredients glycerin and aloe vera, where an example of this will be the Dove deodorants that contains the ingredients glycerin. Now, for the fourth component, emulsions, deodorants help with smooth application when deodorants mostly use silicones and shea butter. Now, for the fifth one, the estrogens or aluminum salts. Well, where it is found in antiperspirants or deodorants with antiperspirants, it blocks or fights sweat glands. Now let's move to how to ensure safety when using deodorants. So first and foremost, skin compatibility. So to ensure skin compatibility, we as buyers must first analyze the list of ingredients, where we should analyze if the said ingredients are compatible with our skin so that we can avoid skin irritation or bad allergic reactions. Next will be to ensure how to ensure safe levels of chemicals. So it is similar to the first one where we must also analyze the chemicals used in the making of deodorants where active chemicals can also cause skin irritation or allergic reactions. Now for the third one, in relation with the first and second, proper labeling not only ensures safety, but it also saves you the time to have to analyze the list of ingredients because it is already being labeled that this product is for sensitive skin, so it is all right for sensitive skin people to use. Now, let us head to the quality. All right. So, to ensure the quality of our deodorants, please take note. First and foremost, it must have a long-lasting protection that can last 8 to 24 hours. Second, it must be non-staining. Third, no irritation on application. Fourth, it must be an effective odor control. And fifth, it must have a stable formula that doesn't separate or degrade. Now, harmful ingredients that we should watch out for. First is the aluminum compounds, which can clog pores and possibly link to health issues. True evidence is inconclusive. Next, parabens. Preservatives that may mimic estrogens, where it could cause possible endocrine disruptors. Third is triclosan, which is an antibacterial agent linked to hormone disruption and environmental harm. Fourth is sa mani. Wait lang kat. Phthalates. So na phthalates.
Phthalates, guro.
Phthalates.
Oh,
Sige.
phthalates.
Okay, one, two, three, go. Fourth is phthalates, which is found in synthetic fragrances associated with hormone disruption. And now for the fifth one is the propylene glycol, which may cause skin irritation in sensitive individuals. So please do take notes to ensure safety. Next. All right. For the risk of usage, first and first and foremost is of course skin irritation or allergic reactions, specifically with people who have sensitive skin or people who have uh, allergic reactions to certain ingredients. Second is respiratory issues from aerosol sprays in enclosed spaces, which could cause harm because of the chemicals that we may inhale while using. Next is the clogged pores or ingrown hairs that could possibly happen when we shave our underarms, then use the deodorant afterwards. Fourth is the hormonal disruption, where it could cause potential long term exposure to some ingredients. Now, the fifth risk is environmental concerns of improper disposal of aerosol sprays and certain synthetic chemicals. Now, lastly, let us go to the cost of deodorants. So, for the low cost brands, it will range between 50 to 100 pesos, often with a basic function and may contain synthetic ingredients. Next, for the mid range, it would range about 100 to 150 pesos, which is widely available with better quality and some natural versions. Now, for the premium or natural deodorants, it will range between 150 pesos to 250 to 200 pesos, which is organic, aluminum free, and eco friendly packaging. So, to sum it all up, knowing this helps you choose a safe, effective, and affordable deodorant that works well and won't harm your skin or health. That is all. Thank you. And I will now hand over it to Sophia to end our presentation.
And that ends our report. To sum up our report, it is important to know what is inside these detergents, vinegar, and deodorants because it may affect our everyday life. It may contain chemicals that affect our health, safety, and environment. Understanding the ingredients help you to recognize the proper and harmful exposure to these chemicals, and by the end, you'll better understand what you're really using daily, ensuring safer and more effective use. That ends our report. This has been Group 6, our report being detergents, vinegar, and deodorant. Thank you and have a great day.